Hey, I'm Kevin.
And I'm Jeremiah.
And this is Video Game Eats.
We craft your favorite foods from your favorite video games.
Today we're making
Saddle Up Salisbury steak.
And some Brahmin baked potatoes.
Woo!
Our first recipe for tonight is some Brahmin baked potatoes. First thing we gotta do is make our little aioli sauce. And it's really simple. All you're gonna do is take a half cup of mayo. We're gonna grab a quarter cup of ketchup, add that into our mayo. Then we're gonna do a tablespoon of ground mustard, 2 teaspoons of prepared horseradish. Oh yeah, that's gonna be nice and spicy, delicious. Teaspoon of Worcestershire sauce. And then also a teaspoon of dill. And all you're gonna do for the sauce is mix it all up so it's nice and combined. And then it's gonna look like just like that. We're gonna set this aside and we're gonna go ahead and prepare our potatoes. We pre-bake these. What you're gonna do is set your oven to 400, poke some holes in the potatoes, and let them cook for an hour. Let them cool down before you touch them because you'll burn your fingers if you don't. We're gonna go ahead and just slice these potatoes right down the middle. Oh, just like that. Go all the way through with them. And then you're gonna take each potato and just, almost like you're making a potato skin, take the insides out so you have a little room to put our Brahmin in there. But leave a little meat on there. Should look something like that. And then just repeat the process for the other 5 pieces. All right, once you have your potatoes scooped out, we're gonna go ahead and set these right here on our baking tray while we prep our filling. Boom, we're gonna set these aside. Next, we're gonna make our filling to go inside of our potato skins. We're gonna go ahead and start with 3 tablespoons of butter. Next in is gonna be 2 ounces of cream cheese. Boom. We're also gonna do 2 tablespoons of sour cream. All right, we're gonna go ahead and let all this stuff melt down real quick. And then we're gonna go ahead and add in our potatoes. Stick it right in there. And then we're gonna take our masher that we got from one of our friendly vendor friends, and we're gonna just mash this up until it's nice and creamy smooth. With all that cream cheese and sour cream and butter. Next step is we're gonna stuff these potatoes with some corn Brahmin, some sauerkraut, some sauce, and some of that potato filling we just made. So we're gonna start with our sauce, and we're gonna hit each one with a little dollop. Put a good healthy amount in there. Just like that. Set that aside. Take some of our mashed potatoes, fill in there for each one. Just like that. We're also gonna take a little bit of sauerkraut, add that on there. And then we're also gonna hit it with some of our corn Brahmin here. And just give it a nice layer of that. You're gonna just top each one of these, a decent amount of this. And then last but not least, we're gonna take some Swiss cheese, drop it right on top of each of these. That nice cheesy goodness. Now that our potatoes are stuffed, we're gonna go ahead and set up our mini nuke for about 15 minutes.
The next recipe is Saddle Up Salisbury steak. We have a 1.5 pounds of ground Brahmin, locally sourced. We're gonna throw that right in this mixing pad here. We have half a teaspoon of dry thyme, half a teaspoon of black pepper, 1 teaspoon of salt, quarter teaspoon of cayenne pepper, 1 teaspoon of ground cumin, 1 tablespoon of ground mustard, 1 tablespoon of ketchup, 1 teaspoon of Worcestershire sauce. 1 egg. What is that? That one guy that does that? Not me. And a 1/4 cup of panko. Then we gotta get our hands dirty and mix this up, mix it together. Or as Kevin likes to say, sticky fingers! Once you get it to about this consistency, this is definitely a Salisbury steak. Now this should make roughly 5 cuts. So we don't have a scale on the wasteland, so we're gonna eyeball a little bit. So I'm hoping that this is gonna have the tender niceness of a nice fillet. So I'm gonna make it look like a little fillet. You wanna make your steaks look cute, like that. They smell like I put too much cumin in them. Next, we're gonna fry them up. First, what we're gonna do is we're gonna put in an arbitrary amount of oil into the pan. We're gonna toss it around a little bit, make sure the whole pan is nice and covered. We're gonna go ahead and toss our Salisbury saddle ups right on in. Was not hot enough, I guess. So we're cooking on high for 2 minutes on each side to give it a good sear. So it's been about 2 minutes, we're gonna flip them over. All right, so it's been about 2 minutes, 4 minutes in total. We're gonna take these off. They smell incredible, honestly. I'm pretty excited to eat them. Now with all that fat in there, what we're gonna do next, we're gonna make the gravy. The wasteland has quite a bit of bloat flies, so we're gonna put those inside real quick. Now, once we got rid of all of the steak, we're gonna add a little bit more oil in, about another tablespoon or so. Then we're gonna put in half of a medium onion and 2 portobello mushroom caps. Can I add 1.5 cups of beef stock? Oh, he crunched.
Yeah, it's all over the wall.
Is it? He crunched and, oh. All right, bloat flies on the menu tomorrow. So we have 2 cups here. We only need to put 1.5 cups in, so we're gonna go slow. Now with the other 1/2 cup, we're gonna make a slurry with some cornstarch. Oh, that makes a terrible noise that I hate. Next, we're gonna put in 2 teaspoons of dried tarragon and 2 teaspoons of Dijon mustard. We're gonna mix this together now. Once this is all incorporated, we're gonna add the slurry and the other half of the beef stock. Now we're gonna wait and let this thicken up a little bit, and we're gonna re-add the Salisbury steaks back in. All right, so it's been about 5 minutes and it's thickening up nice. Check this out. So once it's about that thickness, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna put our 4 Salisbury steaks back in there, and we're gonna let it simmer for about 7 minutes on each side. Ooh. So it's been about 7 minutes. We're gonna flip these real quick. All right, we just flipped them. We're gonna let it go for another 7 minutes or so, and then Kevin's gonna plate it up.
One more episode down, episode 9, Fallout Eats. What do we make today, Jay?
We made saddle up Salisbury steak and we made Brahmin baked potato, and honestly, they both look very good. They were quite easy to make, honestly, and they smell incredible. So I'd love to dive right in. What do you think first?
Ooh, we're gonna have to try this baked potato. Honestly, I'm just gonna go with my hands and I'm gonna hit it with some sauce
I'm with you.
and just dive in.
My immediate first thought is, why is there sauerkraut and horseradish in this?
Yes, but also like it's good.
It goes well.
Like it doesn't taste bad. I probably should have used a fork, but
Yeah, I'm with that. The dill's nice.
it is. Sticks out. No, I think this is really good. Better than a lot of the other stuff we've had. Okay.
For baking it for 90 minutes though, less cooked than I'd expect. I think your oven's up, dude.
You. But anyway, we're gonna try some of this
Dive in.
Salisbury steak.
Saddle up.
Saddle up, we're going for some steak, baby. Trying some shrooms first.
Ooh. Ooh. Now, while I was making this, if you were thinking, that doesn't look like a teaspoon of cumin, you'd be right. And you can taste it right now. That is cumin.
This is amazing. I am so pumped. But we don't want to keep you guys too much longer. We appreciate you watching. And what should they do, Jay?
Tell your friends about us.
And subscribe. Have a great night, y'all. This is good, dude.
And a high-strung woman makes for a high-strung man.
It is.